So, what'd you do this weekend?
I made a movie.
What, you mean like a whole movie?
Yeah, I was in the 48-hour film project.
What's that?
That's a film festival that gives you exactly 48 hours to write, shoot, edit, and deliver a film.
Eso debe haber sido una locura total.
Sí, lo sé. Dormí 3 horas en todo el fin de semana.
How long is the movie?
It's about 5 minutes long. It has to be between 4 and 7 minutes.
So you can make any movie you want?
Yeah, pretty much. They give you a character, or a prop, a line of dialogue, and a film genre, and you have to use them all in the movie.
Interesting. So what character did you have?
Suraj or Savitri Prakash, call center executive.
Dwight Williams, party planner.
Robert or Robin Leonard, smooth talker.
C'était quoi ton objet imposé?
Un élastique.
بإذا خفت سأقول خلي يشتمش.
What was your prop? Oh, a little black buck.
Our prop was a head of cabbage.
Our prop was pistachio nuts.
We had to use this ridiculously large noodle. We didn't have to use that?
What was your line of dialogue?
We had to use the line!
We had to use the line. Something good's gonna happen to you soon.
우리 대사는 나의 운은 내가 만든다.
The required line was, you win some, you lose some.
What genre did you have? Science fiction?
Actually, horror.
Did everyone make a horror film?
No. Other teams had romance, drama, and the dreaded musical or western. But every team drew their genre from a hat.
Тийм учраас л дэлхийд дээрх бүх багууд ижил төрлийн юм юу?
Wait, this isn't just here in Johannesburg?
No, it's in over 100 cities around the world. It's been going for more than 10 years.
Over 10 years?
I hear they screen 3,000 films a year.
There's a screening?
That's right. If you finish your film, they screen it a few days later in a movie theater.
Our whole team is going. Cool! We're psyched to see our film, and everyone else is too.
Yeah, it was totally fun. We're even getting ready for next year.
Sounds great. Need another teammate?
Sure.
Be quiet! I am trying to watch the movies!
Hey, Coach, how are you?
Some morning.
Isn't it? It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So, how's the team doing this season?
Oh, well, you know, they're winners and they're losers.
I understand. Surely the great Frida Sinclair can get it together.
We'll see. How about you? I heard you're up for a promotion.
I don't know. There's just a lot of competition.
Well, if you'd like my advice, you better make this mission count.
Understood.
In the last 48 hours, we've had a breach of security. An agent has turned over top secret information to the enemy. Our mission is to infiltrate their facility, erase the stolen data, and eliminate the compromised agent. We will rendezvous at Extraction Point Charlie after the mission is accomplished.
Let's do this.
Hey!
Come at me.
Let's see what you got. Come on. We got it.
Rookie. You get the data. I'll take the target.
No, I'll take care of Fritz. I got it, Coach.
All right.
Are you lost?
Excuse me, ma'am? Are you lost?
Rookie.
It's you again.
Like the blenders on the Fritz.
Winners and losers.
Get going!
Agent Green, after reviewing your recent performance, we have decided to promote you. Congratulations. You will be replacing Agent Sinclair. In appreciation of her years of dedicated service, we are retiring her from active duty.
All right, bring it in, rookies.
It may seem a bit strange. It may seem a bit strange. It may seem a bit strange, but everything's gonna be changed. Just like sun in the rain. Just like sun in the rain. It may seem a bit strange, but everything's gonna be changed. Everything's gonna be changed. Everything's gonna be changed. Just like sun in the rain. Everything's gonna be changed. Everything's gonna be changed. Everything's gonna be changed. It may be a bit strange, but everything's gonna be changed.
I'm looking for Dr. Benson.
Oh, come on in. You can take a seat. We just have some preliminary paperwork to do before we can get started. Okay, first things. What should I call you?
Isn't this anonymous?
It is, but for all intents and purposes, we need a name. For legality issues.
Isn't this all illegal?
You make a good point, but there's more to it than that. Any name will do.
Frida. Frida Sinclair.
Okay, and Mrs. Sinclair?
It's Miss.
Sorry. Miss Sinclair, what do you do?
I'm a gym teacher.
See, that's not so bad. We're making ground here. Sorry. I like to try and lighten the situation. This isn't really that easy for me either. Tends to go better if these things go short and smooth.
I'm sorry, I'm just nervous.
Oh, don't be sorry. I haven't had a patient yet that wasn't nervous.
What are you writing?
Just the basics. Hair, eye color. I know it might seem irrelevant, but it's procedure.
It's a pretty quaint house for a doctor.
Well, I'm not actually an orthodox doctor. Besides, I do all this pro bono. Here, drink this. It'll help with the nausea. It's a mild side effect.
So, you don't charge people?
No. My patients find that a pleasant surprise when they find that one out.
Why don't you?
Call it sympathy. I've been through a lot, too.
So, you had the procedure too?
Oh, no. That would make this situation impossible. It stays with me. I keep it as a reminder, sort of as a way to help others.
I couldn't do that.
You're still brave to undergo this. There really isn't any reason to be scared, as long as you're absolutely positive you want this. This isn't a thing you can come back from.
I'm positive.
Look, I didn't mean to upset you, but I do need to go through with this screening. If there's any way that I can avoid doing the procedure, I try to. Okay. Take your time.
I feel like most people probably don't know where to begin. But I know exactly where to begin. And I wish that I didn't. Even now, I could draw it with my eyes closed. Him standing there right before it happened. And I relive it every day. Some people have trouble sleeping, but I have trouble being awake too. I have trouble breathing. I have trouble being. The only thing scarier than living is reliving it. And I've scared myself to believe that this is what hell would be. So I've chosen this.
Alright, this may not be what you want to hear, but most everyone that's come in here has said the same thing to me. They all leave here feeling different, and not all of them because of the procedure.
Have most of them seen what I've seen? Have most of them held their husband's hand as he was rolled over by a bus? Don't worry, it didn't happen fast. It didn't happen at the blink of an eye. The bus was slowing down and the driver hit the brakes. They were screeching and everything, but it just crawled right over his body, balling him up like a little rag doll. I could see the moment the life left his eyes. I didn't know that much blood could come from a person. The crunching was the worst part. I started vomiting uncontrollably, and I've been reliving that every day since. Every moment of every day.
Okay. Let's make this go away. We need to get going. Okay, Frida. It's almost time. We're minutes away. Here we go. You know you're gonna have to change your name after this, right?
It's okay. Frida's not my real name.
I know. Are you ready?
Yeah. It doesn't hurt, does it?
Nope. Cross my heart.
It was nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you too.
right place?
Says MIA on the side of the bus.
I thought you were going to Vegas for a vacation.
Baby, your vacation's gonna be by the pool. I'm going to Vegas to win that tournament.
I think his ass is drunk.
I thought we had 8. Let's see who we're missing. Sorry, man. I thought you were asleep.
I never sleep.
Are you our driver? Are you in any condition to operate a bus?
If I can fly a chopper over Da Nang hammered, I can get your ass to Vegas. Roll call. Danforth. Ortega.
Here.
Barry.
That's us.
Well, I guess all we're waiting on now are the Sinclairs.
Sinclairs?
Yeah. Sinclair. Jim A.
Who's that?
Jim Sinclair? Jesus, I haven't heard that name in decades.
That him right there?
What's so special about Jim Sinclair?
Only the best 5-card stud player to ever take a breath.
Well, if he's so damn special, why haven't I heard of him?
Son, in 1979, he was going for his 5th straight world championship.
What happened?
His wife, Frida, taught middle school gym. She died in a tragic trampoline accident. After her death, he just disappeared.
Mr. Sinclair? Look, I got a Frida on my list. Okay, we need to get going. All right. Listen up. Welcome to MIA Tours, where no man is left behind. There are no exits to the left and to the right. And in the event that we have a water landing, we're all screwed. For the love of God, do not drop a deuce in my bathroom.
So, you guys want to play a game?
Damn straight I am. Hey, you got that right. I got a bus full of winners.
So, what are you guys gonna do with the money if you win?
Well, my missus and I are gonna buy another 1,000 acres. What about you, son?
Well, Haley wants a place for the nanny and the in-laws, so I'm thinking we'll buy the neighbors' houses and kick their asses out.
First thing I'm gonna do is hire a lawyer to bust up that prenup I signed.
I'm going to open a tumbling academy for Nicaraguan refugees.
Had this damn thing fixed last week. What the hell is going on now? All right. Who did it? I told you people about taking the shit on my bus.
Is that why we stopped?
Well, you might not make it to Vegas now. It's gonna take more than a plunger to fix the problem. The whole damn bus is broke.
Hey, mister, we gotta make it to that tournament.
Honey, I tried.
All right. Who did it? One of you sons of bitches gotta pay for this. That part is super rare. And I can't just pick it up at any... You Is that a Hamilton Beach 255 Pro?
Yes.
Mister, that blender has the exact part I need to fix this bus. Hand it over.
I can't.
Can't you call AAA?
Can't we call a cab?
How about using that toaster over there?
No, no, and hell no! Now, either I get the part, or we're stuck in the middle of nowhere.
We really need that part.
Please, Joan.
What would Frida want?
You can keep Frida. All right, folks, I want you all to give your full and undivided attention to today's seminar. She's here to talk to you about the importance of Women's History Month. Now, I expect you to be respectful. Hey, Andrew, get rid of that gum. No, don't put it under your seat. No, give it to me. Come up here and give it to me. Okay, now, y'all ready? I give you our guest speaker, Dr. Nightingale.
Thank you, Mr. Sinclair. Today's presentation is not simply about Women's History Month. I also would like to talk to you about the issues presently facing many women. Our social conditions have historically been much bleaker than that of our male counterparts. Women have made, on average, less than men in the workplace, while still being asked to take on the burden of domestic chores, including a disproportionate investment in child rearing. Also, the female body has been much more controversial on the political background than men's.
Oh, oops.
Excuse me, is there something you find particularly amusing about this subject?
No, I mean, is this really a problem? It's not that I don't want things to be fair, it's just, I mean, is it really an issue today?
I don't know you, though I'm sure you're perfectly capable of understanding equality. Gender roles, however, are not apparent or obvious to the untrained mind. The ideas of what it is to be a man, to be a woman, are something that are asserted to be undeniable from a young age. I am somewhat disappointed, however, in how little you seem to care to learn about the subject. Hopefully this attitude will change.
But she's not disappointed in Coach Sinclair.
Right! Now, young man, we hold these presentations for your benefit, so you can have a bright future. A future so bright you gotta wear shades. Now I want you to sit here and think about what Dr. Nightingale said before you come back in, okay? Oh, my name isn't Coach. It's Frida Sinclair. And riddles are my affair.
Uh-huh. Well, you just look suspiciously like my high school gym instructor.
Gym instructor? You can't instruct a gym. It's not even a person, it's a building. You're funny.
Okay, I'm gonna find an X.
First you must answer my riddle.
Okay.
What do you call a well-made omelette? A perfect example.
Huh. Nice. Except that's not really a riddle, it's more of a pun.
So it is. Ha ha!
Okay, so I'm gonna go.
But wait! Oh god, what now? You must answer another riddle.
Are you sure this one's a riddle? Because the last.
Yes, it's a riddle this time. I arrive with the sun, and the sky is always darkest before me. What am I?
Okay, so rise with the sun, always darkest before dawn.
Yes, dawn.
That's Miss Dawn, thank you.
Gosh!
What's wrong with him?
He's a yeller.
Okay, this is really starting to freak me out. I'm gonna go.
Not so.
He's not that fast.
You're just in time for the presentation. It would be awfully rude to leave now. Why don't you take a seat?
But I can't. I have some things to do, plus this place is making me really uncomfortable.
You don't want to make her mad, kid.
Young man, what's your name?
Brayden.
What a love. Today's talk is also about the dangers of male sexuality. Their culture of independence breeds promiscuity, but since the government-mandated Castration Act, we no longer have to worry about this free spirit ideology endangering our social values. Why, Mr. Braden, you look pale.
Don't worry, I have a plan. But first, a riddle.
A riddle? Do you really think this is an appropriate time for that? This crazy person's going to neuter me. We need to get going.
It's always an appropriate time for a riddle. Now solve this! My splitting contraption serves to combine. I spin and I make your drinks fine. You have no patience. Surprise! It's a blender! Jump on in.
Aha! Frida is the patient ready.
Ready when you are, Miss Dawn.
This will only take a moment. Don't look so scared. With the advent of the women's suffrage movement in the United States, I'm so glad you decided to join us.
Please don't hurt me. I just wanted to say sorry for earlier. I was put in different shoes. Well, I didn't mean to be put in different shoes, although I guess I'm glad that I did. What I'm trying to say is...
All right, all right. I appreciate your consideration. Thank you. Now, please, take a seat. As I was saying, with the advent of the women's suffrage movement in America, our social conditions have historically been bleak.
Dolan. Dolan, talk to me.
Maybe in 10. Or when my head is smaller.
Dolan, we gotta get out of here. We need to get going. It's safe to say we know who killed this kid.
But she isn't a zombie.
I told you she was a zombie.
The victim's body was found in an empty lot near the old railway junction. This is the reason why he's off of your missing person list in my new case.
But he's only 1 out of 4 people reported missing this week. That makes my investigation more urgent, and honestly, my leads are your leads. What do you make of the wounds?
It appears to be a mutilation. Grotesque, but I don't see how these wounds would be fatal.
Bite marks to the face, neck, fingers missing on one hand. Might have to pull out the holy water.
Or worse, we got another bath salts case like the one in Miami.
That's not the only one.
Can you give me some real-world leads to work with?
Your victim and my missing high schoolers were on the same basketball team coached by Fritz Sinclair, teaches gym. Should check him out.
All right, sounds like a plan. We need to get going. Mr. Sinclair.
Yeah?
I'm Detective Thomas. This is Detective Dolans. We're here to ask you a few questions about those boys that went missing last week.
Protein shake?
Thanks. Prefer coffee.
Mr. Sinclair, what can you tell us about these boys?
It's Fritz. Call me Fritz. They're good boys. I overhear stuff from every now and then, usually about getting girls or drinking beer. But there was this one thing.
What's that, Fritz?
Well, some of the boys got together and they were designing a tattoo. And they were all talking about getting it before graduation.
You know what that tattoo looks like?
No. But they were pretty serious about it.
Okay, Fritz. Thanks for your time. There's only one tattoo parlor within 10 miles of where that boy was found.
A witness has stated that he's seen the students come around this business. Are you sure them kids ain't come around here?
Look, I told you, I ain't seen them boys.
How did you know the students were boys?
Well, I might have seen a couple of them. Them boys, they come up here and they ask questions. And then they leave.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Well, why would I mind something like that? I'd love a cup of coffee. Would you like a cup?
Dying for one. How are we gonna get past Gloria?
Just one
deal with that when time comes, okay? Just work it out.
But she's killed all the students.
Good evening, boys.
Please, ma'am, look, just let us go. It'll be okay. Well, you just gotta cooperate. We can get you help. Just.
Oh, honey, you ain't going nowhere. I take care of my baby.
Man, you gotta let us go, okay? We can
Thomas?
help you, all right? You just gotta cooperate.
Thomas?
What?
Tiffany, enjoy your dinner.
Have you ever tasted victory? Have you ever smelt the sweet aroma of success? Letting its fragrance tantalize your nostrils? Of course not. Because you suck.
She's hot, isn't she?
Yeah, I guess she's pretty.
I'd totally let her hold my boom for 48 hours.
And so, you may think you're going to be the next Spellberg, but the 48-hour film project will weed you out in no time.
Did he just say film project?
Is there a problem?
No, sir.
Good. Let's begin.
Hell no! Mr. Lars, sir?
What the hell you want, Grant? Well, folks, I got some bad news. Our lawyers are afraid you film fairies might trip and snap your little baby necks. So we're not going to use the course this year. But don't you worry. I'll have plenty for you to do.
Oh, Jamie! I didn't know you were into film. It's me, Rory, from gym class.
Oh, you're that kid who broke his ear playing badminton.
Yeah. But you know about what they say about guys with broken ears.
Broken ears? All right, you picture pixies. We're gonna have ourselves now a little I'm a Pro. That's what I said. I'm Improv. Blondie, you, Tarzan, front and center. All right. This is the situation. You're Frida, and you're Fritz St. Clair. You're a gym teacher, and your wife just caught you cheating. Go!
Come on, baby. I'm a man with needs.
Are you kidding me?
It's only a couple hundred times. Come here. You know you want this. You know you want it.
Bravo! Bravo! Oh, marvelous! You gotta earn your gloves.
Got you a smoothie fresh in your skills here.
Wait, where did you get these people? This is is a freak show going on here. How am I supposed to work with this? Get up! Now that's how it's done. Son, I said get the hell away! You better get those boom mics up. Like your firstborn baby's attached to the end. God, I can't believe this place. You prissy boom holder. You just dropped your baby. And I don't see any women lining up to replace it.
Stripped of his pride, dignity, and firstborn child, Rory stood alone outside, dejected, clinging onto the one thing he had left. He wasn't sure if it was from the shock for being sacked in the Nads or the Imaprove, but he was sure he thought he heard a voice. But he wasn't quite sure, so he went on about his business. And, mustering up the courage, he decided to win the approval, the satisfaction, and the love of his beloved. Rory slammed through the doors. Even though he knew his chances were slim, even though he knew there was no hope.
Okay, got it! Got it.
Well, well, well. Glad you could join us, Princess.
Shut up, Xander.
All right, man. All right.
Looks like someone's mama came by and dropped his pair off.
Don't make me look like a freak.
Freak's all I know how to do. But I think you'd make a cute freak.
So how does somebody break their ear playing badminton anyways?
Talent. Let's hope my makeup skills are better than my badminton skills. So, I have a confession to make. I'm not really a filmmaker. I'm not even into films.
So why are you here?
To be honest, I thought I'd be watching you do yoga for 48 hours.
That's creepy.
Creepy or romantic?
Definitely creepy. But I like it.
The winner of our 48-hour boot camp is our pretty boy, Tarzan.
Yeah.
Congratulations, son.
Thank you, sir.
Damn good job.
Thank you.
Think of the world as one big back lot right outside your door, down the highway, over the horizon, or like you might hear folks in Nashville say, right here in our neck of the woods. Nashville, it's lights, cameras, and location. It's said that a picture's worth 1,000 words. Well, we've got a lot of good things to say here in Nashville.
On the horizon for Nash Vegas, I see sort of a renaissance, a veritable potpourri of simmering cauldrons of culture that will cross-pollinate each other with the best of the past and the promise of the future. Beautiful countryside right here in Middle Tennessee, loving the nature, loving the southern thing. It's a really groovy place.
If I could change the world, I'd be your angel. La 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 la. 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 Training in the mist, flying on the wind, distant words a whisper.